Ever pondered the seismic shift in India's economy under the British Raj? How did a thriving economy, once a global powerhouse, find its fortunes dwindling over 2 centuries? In the dawn of the 18th century, India was an economic titan, commanding an impressive 24.4% of the world economy. Known for its rich craft industries and vibrant trading zones, India was deeply integrated with the global economy, boasting high levels of trade, investment, and migration. However, as the British East India Company tightened its grip, a dramatic decline was set in motion. Craft industries, the lifeblood of India's economy, were systematically dismantled under British rule. This, coupled with the rapid economic and population growth in the Western world, began to chip away at India's global economic standing. By 1750, India's share of world industrial output was a respectable 25%. But as the century turned, this figure had plummeted to a mere 2%. By 1950, India's share of the world economy had dwindled to just 4.2%. From the mid-19th century to the dawn of independence in 1947, India's gross domestic product in 1990, international dollar terms, did grow. It increased from $125.7 billion to $213.7 billion, marking a 70% increase. This growth rate of 0.55% per annum was higher than during the Mughal era, when the annual growth was a mere 0.20%. But this growth was a drop in the ocean compared to the economic powerhouse India once was. In 1820, India's GDP was 16% of the global GDP. By 1870, this figure had fallen to 12%. By the time the British left Indian shores in 1947, it was a mere 4%. Under the newly founded Republic of India, the nation adopted central planning for most of its independent history, characterized by extensive public ownership, regulation, red tape, and trade barriers. However, following the economic crisis of 1991, the central government initiated a policy of economic liberalization. The economic trajectory of India under British rule is a tale of systematic decline, punctuated by periods of modest growth. It's a story of how colonial powers can reshape economies, for better or worse, and the long shadow they cast on the nations they once ruled. It's a lesson in the importance of economic independence and the power of a nation to shape its own destiny.